Prince Harry, who, by the way, turns 41 today...
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, sir. Says that he did not air his dirty laundry in public by writing his tell-all memoir, Spare, and that his conscience on this is clear. The Duke of Sussex made the comment to The Guardian during a visit to Ukraine, days after meeting his father, King Charles, for the first time in 19 months.
Harry also told the paper he wants to spend more time in the UK and that the focus over the next year, quote, really has to be on my dad. Joining us now, the Daily Mail's Robert Hardman, author of Charles III, New King, New Court, The Inside Story, and a new interview. Robert, putting aside your professional jealousy, presumably...
Yeah, well done, The Guardian.
Yeah, exactly. Congratulations to The Guardian. But what do you make of the fact that days after Prince Harry goes to see his dad, he talks about why he talks about his family?
Yeah, the messaging was that after his trip to Clarence House to see his father last week, you know, this was some sort of a new chapter. We were turning a page, and within a week, we seemed to have gone back to an old chapter, which is a sort of combination of Harry promoting a very good cause. He was out in Ukraine promoting his work with Invictus, and it does amazing stuff. But then goes off on one, you know, starts saying, oh, my book was fine. It was not about, it wasn't airing any dirty laundry. It was all about truth. And you think back to it and think, well, he said it's very important for accountability and, you know, setting the record straight. And you think, well, no, it was a very divisive. It was an extraordinary book, but I mean, it set back family relations by years. And,
I think if you wanted a definition of airing family dirty laundry in public, Spare's it.
Well, it was a mega bestseller, and it wasn't because people were after truth and reconciliation. They wanted stories about the airing of his breakup of his relationship with Prince William. I mean that was the sort of headline takeaway from that book, and it was very, very painful for the whole family. And I think there's still a lot of fence mending to be done. And I think after last week, there he was in London, and there was a sort of sense that he's met the King, and you know nothing's leaked out, and maybe this marks the sort of the beginning of a new beginning. I mean, no one was talking about a sort of full rapprochement, and then suddenly here we have in the middle of the night on a train in Ukraine, sort of musings and sort of chin scratching, and
well, he's justifying, isn't he? That's what he's gone into, sort of justification mode for what he said in Spare, and as a result has doubled down on it. He says, and he insists, I was not airing dirty laundry. He says, I know that speaking out annoys some people and it goes against the narrative. The book, it was a series of corrections to stories already out there. One point of view had been put out, it needed to be corrected. I don't believe I aired my dirty laundry in public. It was a difficult message, but I did it in the best way possible. My conscience is clear. And he says that his legal battle's not about revenge, about accountability, doesn't want to prolong divisions with his family. But in life, you cannot have reconciliation before you have truth. Part of the problem, of course, is that Prince Harry's truth is different from Prince William's truth.
Well, and various other truths. I mean, it goes back to the famous Oprah Winfrey interview where it was all about, you know, your truth. And in the course of that one interview, Harry and Meghan managed to contradict each other as some fairly basic points. The sort of central allegation of that interview was an allegation of racism within the family, except Meghan was saying it was when she was pregnant, Harry was saying it was just after they'd met. So, I mean, you know, they can't even get those sort of elemental facts correct.
And as the Queen said, the late Queen, recollections may vary.
Yes.
And Prince Harry's recollection of what he wrote in Spare seems to vary from what royal reporters read.
There was some amazing, there was very touching bits in Spare. I mean, it was an extraordinary read, but I mean, the idea that it was there as a series of corrections, I mean, it was putting a whole load of new stuff out there, it wasn't correcting anything. And I think For the family, I think particularly for Prince William, the pain with Spare wasn't what was revealed. It was the fact that things were being revealed at all. Yeah. These are childhood, very intimate moments between two brothers who were incredibly close, went through terribly difficult times together, and the sense that someone could just chuck all that out in the open in the name of getting it off his chest. I mean, and then justifying it with this sort of psychiatrist couch word salad. I mean, it's not going to convince many people.
Given that he said what he said to The Guardian, as you say, Susanna, he's doubling down on Spare. He's denying absolutely that there was anything of a betrayal of it. Do you think William will ever speak to him again?
Well, I don't think an interview like that's made any progress towards some sort of rapprochement. I mean, I think it would seem to be a long way off. But I mean, never say never. I mean, as Harry does say in that interview, the focus is on my dad. I don't quite know what the inference of that is. I mean, clearly he still hankers for a reconciliation. He does say that that he's likely to spend more time in Britain as a result of last week, although he's still maintaining the idea that Britain's a very dangerous place, says a prince speaking from the front line in Ukraine. So I feel we're sort of still where we were a week ago, 6 months ago.
Very briefly, we've seen obviously the effect of the emails that Mandelson sent to Epstein. Reports yesterday that there are many, many more emails from Andrew to Epstein that may be made public quite soon. Should Andrew be sleeping comfortably?
I mean, everything that Prince Andrew has ever had to do with Jeffrey Epstein has been sort of catastrophic. So I imagine there's a sort of rolling of eyes and let's see what comes out. But I mean, as the Peter Mandelson affair last week showed, this is a very dangerous story with a very long tail.
Well, GMB has approached Prince Andrew's team for a comment on these reports about these emails that may be published very soon. We're yet to receive a response. Prince Andrew, of course, has always denied any sexual abuse allegations that have been made against him.
Robert Hardman, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.